There we have it. Finally concluded the F1 Las Vegas qualifying, and this is probably one of the craziest qualifyings we had. I say it all the time, but this one right here is probably the most entertaining one. Not because of the skill, I think it's just the rain. Never seen rain in the Vegas track before, and that caused just a bunch of scenes. Alex Albon crashed right towards the end of Q1, and the rain did not help any driver really. I'm surprised there were more crashes. There a lot of the drivers were making key mistakes. I think it was by turn 14, turn 15. Um, Everyone was going off Oscar, Charles, Max, Russell. I think it had Joe or Lawson. Almost everyone really went off that gap, and here we can see in the bottom, big one is Lewis being knocked out. Ferraris didn't have it today. They were, as always, really just terrible. Um, it's just it's just what it is. What it is. You can't. Nothing's changing. So, and obviously the rain didn't help with anything like with that either. Yuki Tsunoda, Barceletto, and Kimiantonelli getting off down in Q1. Um, and in Q2 with Albon, Colapinto, he nearly bashes it in Colapinto. Albon just crashes in. Was it Q1 or Q2? Those ones. Is this even the right one? Qualifying, yeah, Las Vegas. And a huge Carlossainz getting the top three. Lando just looked great towards the end when the track was starting to get dry and when the drivers were getting better results. Each lap was the time was getting lower. The time was what Lando got a. You can see obviously right here Q1 155, Q2 a 51.3, and then Q3 you can see there's a huge difference, almost a 10-second difference from Q1 to Q3 from Lando. So obviously the track's getting drier. Switching from inters to wets, was inters, whatever, and yeah, just pulled out a really intense, really entertaining qualifying, and we'll see what happens that in Vegas. For me, I'm excited. Vegas is as much hate it gets. For me, it's one of my favorite tracks. I love the scenery, I love street tracks. I love Jeddah, Baku. I just love street circuits, and this Vegas, especially with everything around. It's a night race. I love night races also, so everything just adds up. The lights, the anticipation. For me, I love to go there, but money ain't good for that. But yeah, Lando, Max, Sainz getting the top three. Russell, Piastri, who backs out in his final lap. He was looking good in pace. He 100% could have went. He could have maybe gotten the top two, but he backs out at the end. The same one, I think it was like turn 14, turn 15, whatever that corner is. Where everyone's backing out. Liam Lawson looks great. He's trying to save his seat. He's trying to prove that he's still a capable driver to be in F1. So we'll see what happens with there. Fernando, the only Aston Martin that made it through Q3 as a catcher who looked really fast, showing why I think the two Racing Bull candidates are strong. Lawson and Hadjar, I really like what they're doing, and we'll see. Hadjar's definitely keeping a seat. I'm not sure if it's confirmed yet or not. I can't remember, but Lawson is still, and you'll see what happens. And Charles in P9, so many times he's backed out of his laps, and it just didn't work out, and he just couldn't find that pace. I think he was just braking too slow and too soon. It's hard, that's straight completely, but there's that, and then Pierre Gasly, getting P10. What's his name? Favioli. I don't know. I forgot his name. That is crazy. And then Hulkenberg is proving why I'm a huge fan. I've always been a huge fan of Hulkenberg. I think he is the most underrated player in the driver in the grid. But yeah, crazy scenes. Winner for tomorrow, I think Lando, 100%. I want to see Charles, but it's not gonna happen in Vegas. Wouldn't be surprised if something crazy happens tomorrow. We'll see. George looked pretty quick as well. I thought he was actually gonna get pulled. George Russell. Sainz, I want to see a Sainz podium, but the podium I think is gonna be Lando, Max, and I want to see Sainz, I really do. But I think it's going to be Russell. I think it's going to be Norris, Verstappen, Russell. Piastri probably fourth, Sainz fifth. Maybe Charles can get a top five in there, hopefully. It's going to be a lot of work, especially with the likes of, for me, I think Lawson and Hasher are really strong. But and then Charles just didn't have the pace. I didn't really look for in practice. Let's see. I mean, Charles was quickest in practice. Third, in FP2, and then oh no, it's Lewis. Charles. Bro, I don't want your clothes; they're expensive. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. I think it might have rained, and Charles just looked terrible. Lewis especially too. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow.